All right, ladies and gentlemen, I went to the flea market this morning. There wasn't as many vendors as usual, I guess because of Mother's Day weekend, but just bought a few items. I think I got a total of $40 here, which is not the best, but still pretty good. I didn't have a spring-loaded center punch, and picked this up. These 3 screwdrivers, this guy that I bought these Klein screwdrivers, threw them in there, and I believe this is an old Ryan. I just like these old heavy screwdrivers. Somebody's really ground on it. Boy, they boogered it up pretty good, notched the wood out. But I'll clean it up. These are still good usable screwdrivers. It's marked 5, and it still says steel. I can't really read it, and I have to put it in magnifying glass. A couple of files. I don't normally buy any more files, but I need some more triangle files, and these are Nicholson. This one's a taper, and this one's a taper. Real good condition, really nice and clean. Somebody's used it on some brass, I think, so I'll have to clean that off, but they're good and sharp. They've got some good life. And then I bought another Oregon file. I was actually looking for the smaller one, but this is a fine enough that I like it. I don't have one this fine. Good little files. And then really and truly, probably the best buys of the day were the Klein screwdrivers. I got these Kleins for $1 a piece. This is the electricians they use. This is a good Phillips. Still got it's a little boogered on the end, but I can clean that up. A good Phillips. This is a good old Klein here, and it's been abused. I have to admit, someone's used a hammer on it, but it's got the big end on it. Big shank, that's a good one. It's a good Klein right here. This is the old or newer style, I believe. This had the black oxide finish on it. And then another, and this one, the tip's boogered up. Somebody broke the tip off and didn't do a very good job of cleaning it. So I'll fix that. That's not a big deal. Easy fix for a Klein screwdriver. And then this gentleman had a bunch of ratchets, a whole lot of them. And I bought a PNC 3209 open gear ratchet, which I didn't own one of these. It's PNC. I'm going to clean this up the best I can. I am not going to drive that pin out and then repin it. That's a lot of trouble. But the head and everything's in good shape. It's actually very, very good condition. It wasn't used much. So, and it's tight, man. This thing is tight. The ball bearing and spring are in good condition on this one. Then I bought a Bonnie. This is an old Bonnie. Old Bonnie. 49 or 4097. I remember seeing one of these when I was a kid. It's in good condition. It works. Usually you see these, the back, this pin's broke on them. It's got the oil port hole. These you can't take away. I say you can't. You could take them apart, but it's riveted. You've got to grind the heads off, and it's definitely not worth taking this apart to do that. So this is mine. I like it. It's got a little play, not not too bad. I've seen some with a lot worse. And then, unknown brand. But this thing has got some of the smoothest action on an old Ratchet I've seen. I mean, it is just the smoothest action. That is just so cool. Compared to this one's got clank, clank, clank. And this thing's just got such smooth action. Now, getting into this one to clean it, I am going to try to take this apart. It reminds me of an old Proto. It really does remind me of an old Proto. But it doesn't say. All it has a 0, a big circle right there. No writing, no name, no nothing. Which I thought was fascinating just to run across one. And the metal has a, I don't know how to describe it except the casting has got a texture to it. At first I thought it was rust, but it's not pitted, it's not rusted. Just a cool old Ratchet. Now this is old, it's got some age to it. I don't think it's as old as this one. This one's got more age to it. But this is a cool old Ratchet here. I just like these things. I really didn't need to buy these Ratchets, but he had a snap-on, an old snap-on Ratchet, probably dating around 1925, 29, and wanted 20 bucks for it. And it was missing part on the back, and I just couldn't give him 20 bucks for it. I just couldn't do it. He wouldn't come off of that. But he probably had 40, 45 Craftsman Ratchets of different years. None of them real old, but probably the oldest Craftsman he had might have been 50, 55 years old. But anyways, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Klein. And then I believe this is a Ryan. Then he just threw some of these screwdrivers in here, which that's a Craftsman. And then it's a, I didn't even look, a Stanley, USA made. Huh. He just chunked these in the bag when he was bagging them up for me. He had a dollar table, and all these Kleins were on the dollar table, which I thought was pretty good. Even though, like I said, need a little work, like this one's going to need some work. I don't care because I can fix that. I can straighten that up and make the point better. It's a Klein. It's a good Klein. The handle, the grip, everything's in good shape. So, anyways, $40 for all this. Like I said, it's not the some of the best buys I've done at flea markets, but there wasn't as many. There was about a third of the vendors were missing, and I guess it was because of Mother's Day. Anyways, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and hopefully you got some good finds yourself. Keep hunting for some good tools. I got some here I'm just gonna have to clean up and see what I come up with. All right, have a good evening now.